Now, Lagos State government has reiterated its commitment to ending all forms of violence against women and girls and other harmful practices in the state's tertiary institutions. The Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Cecilia Dada, made this call during the sensitization walk on prohibition of sexual abuse, sexual exploitation and harassment in tertiary institutions in Lagos State, which is part of activities to mark the designated days of activism. Still talking women affairs, women in the private sector have been urged to get more involved in nation building and proffering solutions to global challenges. This was a call to them at a forum in Lagos aimed at advancing more women leaders. Kemi Foladeyemo has more.
The global campaign of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence is in full swing, with many groups driving further the need to end all forms of violence against women and girls. This advocacy is targeting how more African women on the front lines can bring transformative solutions to intersecting global challenges. The African Women on Board is also using this year's theme to enhance its agenda to make more women thrive in the workplace.
So gender-based violence is just one angle of what we do, but we talk about women's agency, women's leadership, and how women should engage differently or can engage differently. And particularly we're focused on private sector and the role of private sector in reconceptualizing the issue of gender. And so we have to have solutions that look at those things that's connected as opposed to separate issues.
You must be able to understand that there are formal, informal structures. You must develop interpersonal skills to let you thrive. You must build connections. We're not talking about friends, because a lot of us too blur the lines there. No, it's not about friends. It's about being cordial, respect each other, and bringing the best version of yourself.
Other issues discussed at this forum include the role of women in tackling climate change and insecurity, which have been found to impact them more.
Over 90% of our women are engaged in the agricultural sector, so their lack of access to education, information, capital, land property rights disproportionately puts them at a disadvantage and exacerbates gender inequities. And so we need to do more around education, access to finance, outcome-based gender plans, to make sure that we continue to narrow the gap.
We cannot have a situation where small girls, young girls in the village or in poorer areas simply cannot attend school because they don't have sanitary ware. You lose weeks out of a school year. I lost 1 week in Form 1 in my first year of secondary school and I never recovered. So imagine somebody without all sort of the advantages that maybe I had growing up.
The conveners hope this program will spur others to join forces even beyond this campaign window in redefining narratives that promote impact-driven solutions, which will further women's advancement. Kemi Foladeyemo, TVC News, Lagos.